Hello and welcome back. I'm sure you're all eager to know what I've bought. You're dying to know. So let's get on with the video. What have I bought? I'm sure you're all wondering from the clickbait. So I want to say a little bit about this car before I show you it. We'll play a little guessing game now. See if you can guess what the car is. I'm going to give you some clues and you're going to see if you can guess what the car is. Fun little game if you want to play. Right, starting off with, it's a 90s turbo car, Rally Heritage. I'm trying to think of what I can say without giving it away too much. It was the first ever of its kind. It was a sort of flagship for this branding from this manufacturer. So in 1990, it's the first of its kind and it's paved the way for all other cars up until now with the same branding. You got it yet? This is where it's going to get a little bit easy. It's a 5-cylinder. It's a 2.2 turbo 5-cylinder. If you haven't got it by now, do you know what? Enough talking. Let's just show you. Audi Quattro S2, 1991 S2 Quattro. This is a Copart car. Category U, so it's not categorized, it's just a used vehicle. It's a mess. There's a few issues with it so far. I'll go through those in a minute. But, I mean, well, actually, that's not even the worst thing yet. Let me tell you the worst thing. The worst thing is, I can't actually get to the start at the moment. So at the moment, I've got this very expensive paperweight. I think it's just the ignition barrel. Apparently, speaking to my mate, he said basically the ignition barrels break for a pastime. There's a little clip inside them or something that breaks and you can't turn the ignition all the way. It must be some sort of like safety thing, anti-theft thing. A bit like the Ford Focus front locks on the Mark II Ford Focus that just break for the fun of it. Yeah, so we haven't actually got it running yet, but let's just go through it a little bit and I'm going to show you some of the kit this thing's got on it because it's got a lot. All right, so let's start with the wheels and tyres. We have got Yokohama AD08Rs. I mean, awesome. When you get a car, it comes on something like this, AD08Rs or some sort of high performance tyre, you know it's been looked after. Team Dynamics 1.2. I think they're 1.2 wheels. I'm not really a fan of these looks wise, but you know, they do the job. I'm probably going to replace them with some original Avis wheels, maybe 17-inch Avis wheels. AP Racing brakes with floating discs. Yeah. What? I mean, this kit, that a hell of an expensive upgrade. Miltech exhaust, can't really see that at the moment, so it's got a Miltech system. It has got also, I'll tell you what, let's pop the bonnet. It's got apparently RS2 or hybrid turbo, RS2 intercooler. It's MTM tuned, 303 brake horsepower, I think, which is probably pretty good for one of these. I mean, typically these cars get tuned usually around the 450 mark, so there's plenty more there. Couple of little bits. The strut top mount's like punched through and it's actually gone through here and it's ended up, where's the dent? There's a little dent just there somewhere, right there. Nothing I can't sort. Also, I got trapped in it when I first got in it. I got in it, tried to pull the handle and the handle fell off, so I got stuck inside. Well, I could have just climbed out the passenger side, so I wound the window down and climbed out through here. Yeah, it's got ivory seats with a black interior. This colour combo is absolutely perfect. It's for the year. Yeah, for the year, the colour combo, the green, the ivory, the black, it's all period correct. And this would have been like the one to have
in the day. Yeah, the green, it just looks so good. I wasn't too sure in the pictures, but when it turned up on the truck, I was like, yeah, that's it. So I've ordered a new ignition switch. So that's coming today. It's a Saturday. I ordered it on Amazon, good old Amazon Prime. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and remove the switch, jam a screwdriver in it and see if we can actually get the thing to fire over. Because I'm a little bit anxious to see if it runs. I mean, I know it runs. It was running in the photo, in the photos on Copart. It was actually running. You could see the needle was above 1,000 RPM, so you know it runs. It's just at some point, somewhere in the yard, someone's broke the barrel. So yeah, I'm gonna get on now. I'm gonna try and get this running. Okay, so I've got the ignition switch out, and it turns out, can't actually find it now, there's a little bit fell out. Basically, the barrel here, the little bit that goes in here, has, well, it's snapped off inside. So as you turn, it wasn't actually turning the ignition. So fingers crossed, I'm gonna jam a screwdriver in here. Oh, so far so good. We've got some fans on. Right, so you'll recognise this if you had a car in the early 2000s, late 90s, I don't know. This was quite a common thing. So this little gadget goes in here. It's so primitive. This is the immobilizer. If it works. It's not working. No, not having none of it. Okay, ignition's on. Oh, there we go. We're alive. Right, so I'm gonna pop that there. I haven't got enough hands. Right. I don't know if you can see this or not. Here we go. Oh, oh, oh. Yes. She runs. Pretty sweet as well. Pretty smooth. Milltec sounds good. Thank God for that. It runs. I knew it would. It's just weird how the ignition barrel somehow got broken somewhere between the photo being taken and it being delivered to me. But yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this car. So, 5-cylinder, 20 valve turbo, engine basically refined from the engine that was in the UR Quattro. So although that was a 10 valve, you know, there's certain change, but the base of it is this engine has sort of come about from the UR Quattro engine, a 2.2 litre 5-cylinder. Sounds incredible, makes great power. They can make really good power. And like I was saying when I was doing the little teaser things, this car here, the S2 was the first ever S car made by Audi. So it was the first ever to wear the badge, the S badge. This there. So the S2 was the first ever one. I've got a bit of a thing for firsts. I love things that have got history. I mean, this has got so much history. It's got the engine from a UR Quattro-ish. And the first ever S car. So the S2 was the first, and then I think about 4 years later, they made the RS2, but they only made that in an Avant. And this is obviously a coupe. Yeah, so pretty much, I mean, an amazing car, amazing car. I've always loved these, always wanted to own one. And I'm as excited about this car as I am about this. I love the R8, but this thing is so cool. It's very nostalgic for me. Like I say, these being around when I first started driving, kind of thing. Yeah, I can't wait to get stuck into this. It looks so clean as well. The bodywork is just. Oh, well, obviously it's dirty. It's a real mess. So I think what we're going to start with in the next video, we're going to obviously replace the strut top mounts. Might as well do both. We're going to change the oil because going by the service history,
It hasn't had an oil change or a service since 2016. The oil's golden, but you know, it's been sat. I'd rather change it and rather be safe than sorry. Also, I have had a little look at the cam belt. It looks okay. The thing is with cam belts, you can never ever really, you can't just look at them and go, well, you can, some of them will be like cracked, but in general, when you look at a cam belt, I mean, you can see it's been on there a little while. I think it was 2014 this cam belt was done, so it's way overdue, but it looks good enough for us to take it for a little spin once it's roadworthy, and then we'll get the cam belt done on that. So I'll tell you what, let's set the bar realistically. I'll tell you what, if this video gets 200 likes, which is not many really, if it gets 200 likes, I will tell you exactly how much I paid for this car. I know you're all dying to know. It's one of those things that everyone wants to know. How much did you pay for it? And I'll tell you, get those likes in. So anyway, thanks for watching. In the next video will be on the S2. We're gonna get this work done so we can get it moving. And then once it's moving and mechanically-ish sound bar the cam belt, we're gonna start cleaning it up. We're gonna start polishing it. I mean, I don't think it's gonna need much, to be honest. It's filthy, but I think underneath all that dirt is a really nice car. So yeah, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one.
Maybe it's not when the lights are on.